welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a week in my life doing nails. In January, I would have started nail school 3 years ago, which is crazy. I did make a video of a week in my life doing nails about 2.5 years ago when I first got my license. So much has happened since then. My toothpaste is quite literally gone. So I have been squeezing it out of this tube and it's really hard. I just did a combo of my body oil and body lotion. I've been doing this after every shower since I was like 14 weeks pregnant. So today is Tuesday. The reason I am starting a week in my life on a Tuesday is because I felt like I didn't want to do an actual like full week in my life doing nails because that kind of felt a little daunting, to be honest. I've learned that as a nail tech you only have 2 hands. These hands are occupied doing nails and it's really hard to multi-manage filming, doing the, you know, it's just a lot. But I think about doing this all the time, so I'm so happy that I am making a video finally. This week of nails is a little bit lighter in my clientele than my average week, I would say. Yesterday was Monday and I happened to have some gaps in my schedule and I only had 2 clients yesterday, so it was a pretty uneventful day. Thursday this week I also have a shorter day and only have 2 clients. I really felt like because the week was less packed that a video this week would be really nice. And that's a big fat excuse. Like I definitely could do it, but this just feels better. It's currently 7:50. My first client today is at 9 a.m. I usually leave my house about 8:40. Pretty much every day at work I will set up my station for the next day so that I can just get there and get going on my client immediately without really having to do anything. Something that has also changed this year, that in May I changed my hours, which is something that is beautiful about being a nail tech, a private nail tech in your own space. You gotta make your own schedule. I switched my hours up for probably about 1.5 years. I worked from 7 a.m. to 3 or 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, and I was feeling a little burnt out from the early mornings and from the 5 days a week of working, and a lot of time I was working well over 40 hours a week, so I knew I needed to make a change. This last May, I decided I was going to take every other Friday off and that I wasn't going to do early mornings every single day anymore. Now twice a week I go in at 7 and 3 days a week I go in at 9. Truthfully, I am not doing my makeup every morning for work, like no way in heck. Yesterday was a really light day and I love doing makeup. I think it's really fun, so I had some time yesterday, which is why I got ready. I also got my nails done yesterday by my nail partner Austin, and trying to film a cute TikTok like nail transition video. So I got like the first half of the video and then she did my nails and it got like pitch black dark outside, which I was not thinking about. I'd really like to finish that video today. I'm trying to just duplicate what I looked like yesterday. I am outfit repeating so that I can finish my video. Doing nails, you get so dusty and gross while you're working that I typically don't get super ready for work. A lot of times I am rolling out of bed and just giving myself just enough time to get out of the house every morning. So you're catching me on a good day. Very motivated. Making this video is definitely helping with that. I would love to chat throughout the day more about like what I've been doing with nails for the last 2.5 years. I'm just gonna speed through this makeup now so that I can be on track for leaving my house in 20 minutes.
I got the overnight oats, a protein shake. This is leftover chicken teriyaki from last night for lunch, and then a little granola bar as a snack. Check out my maternity jeans. They caved in fall, so you can see
got this really cute planner off of Amazon a few months ago, and it's been a game changer for keeping me on track for the day. It has like timestamps and then top priorities and a to-do list, and it's perfect for me. Today's the 11th, it's 11/11. She's a bit frosty today. Like I was mentioning earlier, I kind of want to share a little bit about where I've been and what's been going on with nails the last few years, because I haven't shared any updates. I got my nail license July of 2023, and it's currently November of 2025. If you haven't watched my last week in the life doing nails on YouTube, you should go watch it. It's literally from over 2 years ago. In my very first location, I booth rented at a nail studio. The leases there were about 6 months. Austin, who is my business partner now, I met her there at my first place. She had already been doing nails for about a year when I met her. Some changes were happening with that studio, and it ended up closing down, and so Austin and I decided to stick together and go somewhere else. We now rent a private suite in a beauty collective. It's like a franchised 32 other beauty professionals in their own private suites. So technically now we have our own establishment. We're not booth renters anymore. We have like our own nail studio, which is super cool. Even though it's just one room with the two of us and it's really small, like it is our own studio. We have been there since November of 2023, and now it's November 2025, so we've been there for 2 years. Decorated the whole place exactly how we wanted, and it is so cute. It's called A Gel Studio because my name is Aubrey and hers is Austin. Truthfully, we came up with that name very quickly because we needed it for our paperwork to get our license. We love it. We have both been operating independently but together. Something cool about my whole nail journey is back in that first video where I filmed a week in my life, I had just started doing nails. I probably was in my first month of doing nails professionally with my license, and from July of 2023 to February of 2024, I was full. I was maxed out capacity, full clientele in 7 months. I'm really not saying that to toot my horn, but that was fast and that was so cool, and I'm so proud. I feel like I allot a lot of that success to my social media. I worked really hard at my social media, and I just had clients flooding in from Instagram. Also, word of mouth is super awesome. My clients are so kind and they share my work all of the time, and then their friends want to get in. I have been consistently full since February of 2023. I kind of didn't realize how fast I was filling up. At one point, I had like maybe 12 clients over my max capacity that I could take without realizing. And I remember in February of 2023, I was like, had this influx of new clients coming in a certain week. And I was like, wow, this is like a lot of new people all at once. Like, I better go check my numbers, you know? And I did the math about like how many people I could take each month and how many spots I had. And I was like 12 people over that amount. And it was a very stressful time. It was a really good problem to have, but it was really stressful. Unfortunately, I did have to tell some of those new people like, hey, thank you so much for booking with me, but unfortunately I won't be able to rebook you after this first appointment, and I totally understand if you want to cancel, blah, blah, blah. I was able to get it down to a more manageable number. Ebb and flow, learning process, whatever. It does get mundane at times, just like any other job. I truly love it, and I've never had a job where the amount of times that I feel so happy and excited to get back to work and to see my clients again is so much, and I feel like that's really cool. Just pulled up to the studio, doing good on time. My client starts in about 15 minutes. I've definitely been through some very stressful periods of time where I've overworked myself, and that's completely on me. It's also really hard to say no sometimes, and I think because in the nail world, like, you sit across from this person for 1 to 2 hours once a month, every 3 weeks, whatever. And so you really get to know your clients well. And a lot of those relationships feel fairly close and like your friends and this and that. And so I feel like I want to bend over backwards for some of these people when I probably shouldn't. That was kind of hard to learn
a little bit of boundaries in that regard. I just want to be like the most efficient that I can be, and I don't want to be at work for too long. I don't schedule a ton of breaks, and I'm just kind of hoping like, oh, I'll get done with this one fast and then I'll have some time to eat my food and go to the bathroom and this and this and this. And sometimes things don't work out and I'm just like back to back to back with clients with like no breaks, and that's completely on me. Anyways, it's hard to manage sometimes. It is hard work. Even though you're sitting at a desk, like you are working, you know what I mean? I feel like out of all the jobs I've had, that this feels the most right for me. I'm really good at it and it's really fun, and even though there are stressful times, there's mostly really, really good times. Guys, that's kind of an update. I feel like there's so much more that I could talk about, and maybe I should do a little like Q&A YouTube video. Something else that's really cool is I've been able to grow my Instagram account and my TikTok account for nails pretty successfully. I think I have about like 7,300 followers on Instagram now on my nail page, which is just like crazy to me. And I know that's not like that crazy of a number, but the fact that I like started with none back in nail school 3 years ago in January. So essentially in a little less than 3 years, I've gained over 7,000 followers. Like that's pretty cool. That kind of ebbs and flows too. I feel like I get an influx sometimes and then it goes down. And I've had brands reach out to me. I've had them send me things numerous times. That ebbs and flows too. It's actually been a while since anyone sent me anything, but when that started happening, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is really cool. TikTok's a little harder. I feel like it's hard to focus on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. There's just so many platforms and it's hard to know like where to give my energy and my time. The place that I spend the most time and energy as far as socials go for my business is Instagram for sure. I feel like that's where the clientele comes from, you know what I mean? We're at the studio, so let's go in. I'm not sure how this day is gonna go with filming. I don't like invading anyone's privacy or making them uncomfortable on the camera, so I won't be showing any of my clients' faces or anything, but I will try and get some footage of today, especially the in-between of me. But yeah, so I'm a chatty girl, so this is why I wanted to keep this week in my life vlog to only a few days and not a full week.
You broke his leg, you could have broke his head. Like your brother could have died.
Need like a third hand to do content. I just finished up with my first client and it's 10:31. We finished 10:30, so like literally right on time. She had a level 1 appointment, which is just a solid color, and we did this cute brown cat eye. Now I have a 15-minute break. My next client gets here at 10:45 and she's a level 4, so we're gonna be doing lots of art. Just wanted to show you my price list. I have this propped up here for my clients to see, to help them book their future appointments. A level system with 4 different levels for art. That way I know how much time I need. I love the system. It took me a little while to figure out how I wanted to do things, but I've been using this same system for almost 2 years. Between each client, I clean and sanitize the desk and everything I used. I have 4 sets of tools and implements for each day because I typically take 4 clients in a day. That way I don't have to be like washing things in between clients to save me time. I use these dental bibs as like a towel. They're disposable, which is super nice, so I just throw it out after each client. I have an armrest for them. I wipe down the gel lamp because they had their hands in it. I use a dust collector, which is a game changer. It sucks all the nail dust from the removal into this little container. That way it's not flying everywhere. This is actually a 4x6 photo box. They're awesome to hold the tools for each client. They're labeled clean implements. Each service I use a nylon brush, a nail file, nipper, a pusher, sanding band, removal bit, cuticle bit, a mandrel for the sanding band, and a ball bit too. I have 4 sets of all of that. We have this big wall of nail polishes that pretty much stores most of our polish. Also have this cute little yellow locker that stores Everything else we don't have room for. And then we have this little pegboard that holds all of our color swatches. Just love our studio. Okay, I have about 10 minutes till my next client gets here. Dream had made us some overnight oats. I'm so grateful. That was like graphic. I'm also gonna drink protein shake. I am by myself today. Austin is off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm by myself on these days. I feel like we have a good balance of being together and being apart. Definitely prefer my days with her here because it's more fun. But also having a day where you're by yourself in the studio is really nice too. Sometimes it can be a little stimulating with 4 people in here and then things going on in the hallways. And so I do like the mix up of being together and being apart some days. However, I think she is coming in today to do her grandma's nails, so you might see her. Dude, these are so filling. My client gets here in like 3 minutes, so. I've been working a lot.
Nice.
Do you want to go shorter today?
Yeah.
He's doing great. He's lost a lot of weight, however.
Beautiful.
Today, I'll get alcohol. But,
Okay.
I'll check and see if they have tea time.
No. Well, they're going to start doing.
It is 5:02 and I'm done for the day. I don't know if I got videos of my last client, dang it. It's so hard to focus on multiple things at once. I'm like focused on my client and being present with them and conversating and also focusing on doing their nails, and my hands are busy and my brain is scattered, so, and I'm pregnant, so there's that on top. It's really hard to capture, obviously, the essence of everything, but I had 4 clients today. I originally had 2 level 1s, a level 4, and a level 2. My second client of the day had a level 4 booked, and we got started and we were doing the whole process of her design, and it just wasn't really looking how she had hoped, and so she asked if we could just cover them with solid black. Yeah, that's hard with gel nails because once something's cured, it's cured and you can't go back. And I've got my next client, not time to like remove everything and start over. So you kind of have to either like deal with what you've got, or we can make changes to it, but like you can't start over. They actually turned out looking really nice. They're a little thicker than normal just because we had so many layers going on, but they still turned out really nice. Lots of simple nails today. Every day is a little different. I didn't end up eating my lunch. I ate my granola bar in between clients. So I am getting quite hungry. We're gonna go home and eat dinner. Today was a good day. It was my favorite day I've had. I think today, feeling a little social battery burnout. I put my dirty implements in the Lucaside bin. Those sit for 10 minutes and then I take them out and I lay them on a paper towel to dry overnight. They're ready for the morning. So it's been about 10 minutes because I've been talking for 8. So let's take those out. Dude, I'm stoked about these. About 30 minutes. It's currently 6:25 a.m. I need to leave the house at 6:40. 15 minutes to skedaddle. Luckily, it is 40 degrees outside, which means I don't need to defrost the car.
Today is one of my early work days. My first client starts at 7 a.m. And since getting pregnant, I have reevaluated if I want to start at 7 a.m. ever. But here we are. Last night after I got home from work, Jamin and I made homemade Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supremes. They were so good. We watched Dancing with the Stars, which has been so fun this season. And then I went to bed. I usually have a lot more energy to get more ready on the days that I start at 9. This is a little bit more realistic version of how I leave the house on a more regular basis. Just a little bit of lotion. I feel like people keep telling me that I have like the pregnancy glow at work. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. It's probably just my lotion. But I'll take it. A little bit of liquid blush. I forgot to brush my teeth. There's the moon, just going to work in the middle of the night, you know? Okay, I just finished my first client and I have 5 minutes till my next one gets here. I also have to pee and eat a snack.
Sorry, I was just waiting for the door to unlock.
Oh, you're good. Okay, done with client number 2. We sped through that appointment. Her nails looked so great. It's only 10:40, so I have 19 minutes until my next client, which is so great. So I get all the time to pee and eat. Maybe I'll go outside. Today I have 3 level 2 appointments booked and 1 level 4. Something else I'm going to do between clients right now is place an Amazon order because I noticed I'm running low on some of our supplies. I am going to buy some foaming hand soap refills. I'm also going to get paper towels because we're on our last roll. One of my pairs of nippers is super dull, so I'm getting one of those. I'm running low on lint-free wipes, my gloves, and my sanding bands. So we're gonna get those ASAP and they'll probably get here tomorrow because the delivery is super fast. Okay, I have like less than 10 minutes, but I just needed to get outside because it's actually so sunny and nice and not too cold. It's been so hard to get out and go on little walks between clients recently because it's November and it's getting colder. So we gotta take advantage of the weather and the time. Figure if I walk for 4 minutes and then turn around, I'll get an 8-minute walk in and then I'll be there 2 minutes before my client is supposed to start. So cheers, I'm gonna finish my breakfast.
YouTube video for like 2 years. Finished my 4th client of the day and I'm done.
3:53. I like to, at the end of the day, wash all my implements and put them in the Luca side before I clean up my desk because they have to sit for 10 minutes and then I gotta take them out. I like to put them in first so that I'm not just sitting around and wasting time while they're soaking. And then I just set up for my next client, which is tomorrow. I also try to empty out my dust collector at the end of each day because it gets pretty full after 4 clients. This cracks me up when I use our broom because it's so short. And I feel like a little gremlin sweeping. Beautiful. Let's go home. See, the vibes are just good when you get off before the sun's down. Then I don't love getting to work when it's dark. I cannot decide what I like better.
Some bananas in my house today.
Did you like it?
It is the next day. Today is Thursday. I'm headed to the studio. It's 8:40 a.m. Got a super easy day lined up. I have one this morning at 9. Planning for it to take me a while. It's a level 3, so a bit of art. And then I don't have another client until 1 p.m. this afternoon. I have plans to go get myself a pedicure today because I'm in desperate need. My toes are so grown out. The polish is like halfway up my toenail, and then I've like clipped my toenails like 2 or 3 times since I got the pedicure done. Something that I haven't talked about yet is that I feel like the last 6-ish months or so since I got pregnant, my mindset has shifted a bit on my nail business because I am preparing to have a baby. Life is going to dramatically change for me very quickly. It means that my business will also dramatically change in the very near future. Since I am going on my maternity leave in March of next year, I'll be working all the way through February, and I figured I would just get everyone booked for like the rest of their appointments up until my maternity leave. Started doing that this week, so I've been booking them for December, January, and February. It feels so weird. I just can't believe that that is coming up so soon. My tentative plan for having the baby and continuing working, I'm gonna take a 3-month maternity leave. Baby girl is due March 21st, but who knows when she'll come actually. My thoughts were that I would give myself a few weeks before baby's born to be home, nest, have some low stress time to myself and with Jamin before she gets here. I plan to go back part-time. There is this part of me that feels a little bit responsible for like not leaving them hanging and taking care of them and making sure they still get their pretty nails while I'm gone and they get to come back when I come back and everything, but it's hard because coming back part-time means I will have to drop some clientele. It's just kind of a little bittersweet and sad to think about the fact that some of these people I probably will never see again. It's kind of just weird. It's hard to balance my emotions around it because part of me is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like everything's gonna change and I'm not gonna be doing what I've been doing every day for the last few years. Like all of a sudden I'm just gonna stop doing that for a few months completely and then I'll have a baby. And then like my priorities are just very much shifting, trying to balance the happiness and sadness of it. We are pulling up to the studio. Those things I ordered on Amazon yesterday did come and I have them in my back seat. So we're gonna restock the studio and then take my first client.
And I don't even know what it's.
So it's noon. I didn't leave myself quite enough time to get a pedicure between clients today, but I am still gonna get a pedicure after work today. I need to eat too. There's this new pizza place across from my work and it looks super busy, so I'm a little intimidated to go in while there's so many people in there, especially all by myself, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat lunch, go back to work and do my last client, and then I'm gonna get a pedicure. Almost 5 o'clock. Went home directly after work to hang out with Jamin for a tiny bit because he is going hunting with some friends this weekend. And then I was able to call the nail salon I'm getting my pedicure at and see if they had an opening for me at 5 tonight, and they did. So I'm heading to my pedicure finally and I am so excited. I truly tried to show as much as I could and as much as I had a capacity for, to balance the filming and the working at the same time. My week technically is over now and I get Friday off tomorrow and I'm so stoked. Previous 2 days where I had full days are a pretty good representation of what things look like for me on a pretty regular basis. I work a lot and it's really great and sometimes it's a lot. But I so love what I do and it's so fun and super grateful. There's a week in my life as a nail tech and I hope you enjoyed watching. I just love YouTube so much. I love making these long form videos for especially myself and my family to look back on. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in my next video. Bye.